Welcome back, everyone, to the Golden Grizzlies pregame show, brought to you by Papa Romano's right here on the Golden Grizzlies YouTube channel. My name is Neil Rule. This guy, you know him, Rex Walters, Patty Cesarini, our sideline reporter for today's game. And Rex, before we talk about NKU, let's take a step back. Thursday night against Green Bay. And Rex, it was something that you've talked about a lot. It's a commonality we've always discussed. The Golden Grizzlies, at least in the second half, ran that plan to a T, inside out, make some threes, and away they went.
Yeah, you got to have that inside-outside presence. You know what McCabe's going to do. You know what Baru's going to do. But to see Cole knock down some threes, Malcolm Christie hit some threes, and then freshman and a half now, Masur really stepped up. We know what he brings defensively, but also knocked down some shots. When you have that kind of inside-outside presence, you're going to take care of business. That was a winnable game. We knew at home you had to protect the home court. Green Bay's been struggling, and we took care of business.
Absolutely. Naseem Masur, as you said, freshman .5, I guess would be the terminology for him. When we come back, Patty Cesarini will be joined by Northern Kentucky head coach Darren Horn. She'll also talk to Golden Grizzlies associate head coach Jeff Smith. We'll come back, get you our final thoughts, and get you ready for the Golden Grizzlies and Northern Kentucky. This is the Golden Grizzlies pregame show, brought to you by Papa Romano's.
In every moment, in every shared smile, OU Credit Union Visa Signature Card is there, earning 3% cash back on groceries to stock their dorm room, 2% back on fueling up the tank for the journey ahead. With a $100 welcome offer and the first year's annual fee waived, it's more than just a card. It's your partner in making every moment count, even the ones that tug at your heartstrings. Make every moment and every mile more rewarding with an OU Credit Union Visa Signature Card.
Drives the basket, it's in! 4-3, of course! That's three!
So, Coach, you guys are coming off of the loss to Detroit Mercy. What are you looking to really tighten up before going into this matchup against Oakland?
Yeah, during this streak where we've been losing, our challenge has been kind of putting it all together, right? We've had some nights we've been better offensively and not defended or rebounded like we needed to. Last night we were actually pretty good defensively against Detroit, and then just offensively did not finish the way we need to, shot the ball really poorly. And so trying to find that nice groove where we do both and do it for 40 minutes.
Right, yeah. And then Oakland got you guys at your place on the road earlier in the season. So when it comes to Oakland specifically, what are you guys maybe looking to change going into this game this time around?
Well, I mean, in reference to the first game, I think it starts with rebounding, right? Did a really poor job on the glass, which was a big difference in the game. I mean, defensively, we were really good in the second half, especially first shot defense. I think they only scored 27 points, but gave up like 22 offensive rebounds or whatever it was. And really the difference in the game, I think. So probably starts and ends on the glass for us tomorrow night, especially on the road.
Yeah, absolutely. And who's really been heating up for your team lately? Who's going to be the player to watch?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's part of our challenge right now, right? Is we've got a lot of individuals that are up and down, and most importantly, our two most experienced guys, and Sam Vincent and Trey Robinson, have really struggled as of late. I do think Keena Tijere, our center, has been really steady the last couple of weeks. Have been impactful as a presence at the rim on both ends, and it's been good to see Dan Goretzka, our Division II transfer, start to get more minutes and be a little bit more solid and give us a little bit more of an athletic pop on the perimeter in terms of pushing the ball in transition and being able to get the ball some places on the floor on the offensive end.
Nice. Well, we're looking forward to it. Thank you so much for the time and hopping on a Zoom call for this one.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
In every moment, in every shared smile, OU Credit Union Visa Signature Card is there, earning 3% cash back on groceries to stock their dorm room, 2% back on fueling up the tank for the journey ahead. With a $100 welcome offer and the first year's annual fee waived, it's more than just a card. It's your partner in making every moment count, even the ones that tug at your heartstrings. Make every moment and every mile more rewarding with an OU Credit Union Visa Signature.
Drives to the basket, and it's in! 4-3. Of course! For three!
Coach, last time you played Northern Kentucky, you did a phenomenal job defending, held them to 53 points, and that's no shocker. Your team's done that before, but when you hold a team to those low 50s, what is different about that defense that's so lethal?
I think we were really, really locked in. We had lost a really difficult game at Wright State on Thursday night, and our guys, to their credit, bounced back and played with a tremendous amount of focus, a tremendous amount of force defensively. Northern Kentucky really had a hard time getting loose and getting open shots, and when they did, they felt the pressure to try to make those, and because of that, we were able to defend. And then the other key is that we rebounded the ball, and that's a big thing. You know, they're going to shoot a lot of threes. They're going to drive the ball. They don't want to necessarily play inside out the way we do. They do it in a little different manner, and so there's going to be a lot of long rebounds. And so for us, the key, and it's going to be the same thing as it was when we played them the first time, defensively, we have to do a great job of contesting shots and cleaning up the defensive glass. Then offensively, that zone presents problems, and we did a good job, especially through the course of the late part of the first half. We handled their pressure. They tried to trap us. We've got to do a great job of taking care of the basketball again.
And obviously, they're coming off a loss to you guys earlier in the season. What could you maybe expect from Northern Kentucky that might be a little bit different the second time around?
I anticipate seeing Trey Robinson really try to take advantage of his mismatch and his size, and I think that they're going to look to get that ball to the paint maybe a little bit more than what they did. And then I think the other thing we're going to see is I think we're going to see them ramp up their pressure. I think they're going to come out and really come after us, see if they can't turn us over, because when they get going in transition, they're really, really dangerous.
Well, appreciate the time.
Of course.
To the limit, we gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever. When we ride, we can ride together. So together we ride, certified. It's together we ride. We gon' push it to the limit. We gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever. When we ride, we gon' ride together. So together we ride, certified. It's together we ride. We gon' push it to the limit. We gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever.
In every moment, in every shared smile, OU Credit Union Visa Signature Card is there, earning 3% cash back on groceries to stock their dorm room, 2% back on fueling up the tank for the journey ahead. With a $100 welcome offer and the first year's annual fee waived, it's more than just a card. It's your partner in making every moment count, even the ones that tug at your heartstrings. Make every moment and every mile more rewarding with an OU Credit Union Visa Signature Card.
Thank you very much, Patty. Appreciate that. Back at it here, the Golden Grizzlies pregame show brought to you by Papa Romano's. Neil Rule, Rex Walters back with you. So, Rex, tonight's matchup, Northern Kentucky and the Golden Grizzlies. Dueling zones, I guess you could say, is what the storyline for today is. Question for you, for the people like me that aren't quite as learned, why is rebounding so tough for zone defense teams?
Well, the biggest thing is accountability. So with man-to-man, you know who your block-out responsibility is every single time. With the zone, because of shifts, because of cuts, because of where the ball can go to, you don't always know who your man is to block out. So that causes some indecision. That causes that gray area. When there's gray, you got to attack. And Oakland does a good job. what Coach Campy and his staff has been able to do with their zone and having some blockout responsibilities is pretty impressive. They got to make sure that they make Northern Kentucky pay tonight. Shot goes up. You want to see McCabe, Craggs. You want to see all of our bigs. You want to see Baru on the glass getting second shots. It's one of the best things that they do, and it should be even a bigger advantage tonight against the 2-3 zone.
Absolutely. Looking forward to this matchup here tonight. Always a classic when the Golden Grizzlies and Northern Kentucky get together. For Patty Cesarini, Rex Walters, my name is Neil Rule. We'll talk to you soon on the broadcast. Golden Grizzlies, Northern Kentucky, coming up next. This has been the Pregame Show brought to you by Papa Romano's.